Welcome to the Quarantine Games. I am your host, Gwen, and today, history is being made. 27 teams have come together to compete in a track season like no other. Robbed of the red oval, these quarantine competitions focus on connecting to the raw essence of distance running. Competing virtually with their boys, these teams prove that human spirit can overcome adversity. Because although COVID-19 may be able to take away our physical track meets, it cannot take away our ability to rally through competition and through love. So welcome to the East, and let the games begin. This week's meet was the season opener, and the athletes were asked to create a champion's warm-up routine. We have a world-renowned warm-up analyst on deck to judge these routines. Meet Gwen, sports analyst. Your sports analyst is here! Gwen. How this week's meet is going to be judged is that the routines will be scored by 4 categories: humor and entertainment, energy and participation, the spirit of running, and flexibility. We are going to determine their score and the meet champion before adding power rankings. The meet champion will get a bonus 5 points, but then we will add their power rankings, and this could reshuffle the division's order going into next week's meet. Welcome to the East. We are going to start by checking out the rival of both 4A Silver Squad and Michael Moriano. We have at a Sweet Home the absolute troglodytes. Sweet Home!
Effectively warm up and stretch properly so you can perform at maximum capacity. First up on the list, we have stretching. Personally, I think stretching is kind of stupid. It just wastes time and makes you weaker, but it's an educational video, so I guess I'll do it. Alright, this is about the only stretching you need to do. Just warm up those legs, get them good. Just do some nice quad stuff. And you're good to go. So for part 2, I'm going to be training my mind to endure all sorts of pain in everything I can throw at it. You're going to find a nice piece of barbed wire. Just grab it. Part 3, this is how to effectively warm up your lungs and diaphragm. Essentially, you're just going to waterboard yourself. It builds up nice red blood cell counts. That's how you do it.
Okay, part 2 of the absolute troglodytes.
The most important thing when you're starting your warm-up is to play the cross-country anthem so that you can get pumped up for your race. The second step is to find a waterfall to calm your mind. The third step is to start warming up, doing some sprints back and forth, getting ready. And then the last step is to run from the bees, because they're sting crazy, and you should fear them.
Okay, part 3. Oh my god.
First things first that you got to do. You see, there's deer. You know how fast deer are? There's a turkey over there too. So you know how fast they are, right? So what you got to do is you gotta go out there and you gotta get them, okay? Check it. Come here, deer. Come here, deer. Anyways, now you are good and warm, and you're hyped. All right, warm-up's over. Now I want to give a quick shout-out to my boy Michael in South Medford. Just want to let y'all know what's up.
Alright, that's definitely a way to get warm. Humor is definitely there. Participation and energy, astounding. Spirit of running. He was literally chasing down a deer as our ancestors chased down antelopes. Great work, gentlemen. Great work. Thanks, Glenn. Well, it looks like the scores are in, and the absolute troglodytes have earned a humor and entertainment score of a perfect 10. A participation and energy score, another perfect 10, a flexibility score of of 6, and a spirit of running score of 10 because they were literally chasing down dinner, giving them the final score of 36, making them perhaps the team to beat. Up next, out of Cove, Oregon, we have the Thunder Snails. The Thunder Snails.
The best way to start your warm-up is by doing a mile at an easy pace. So, don't be an MVP warm-up champ. It's always good to start out with stretching before a big race. So, let's get to it. So these are side lunges, and you just do them for about 5 seconds each. If you're really tight, you can use these. Rub out your calves, your feet. Nice work on top of your feet, because your feet are the most important part.
So, upper body strength is very important because it means you can do pull-ups, but you can also strengthen your core via upper body workouts so that you don't breathe super hard, and it helps you breathe better and get oxygen to your muscles, which is very important. The very good ways to get upper body strength is via planks. Some people like to do it like this, which is fine. However, it's a lot better to do it this way because it improves your muscles much more. Then, when you're done with that, normally you do it for about 10 minutes. Your muscles will be very sore, and so you want to use some biofreeze because it helps your muscles relax. It's very important to get it on your muscles and then rub it in to help them relax. Normally, you'll want to put it on your legs, probably a little bit of your arms too, but you know, I really don't need it most of the time. But I like to put it on, you know, most places. It's just really important not to get it in your thighs.
Next we have calisthenics. They're good for working on your form and other things.
Yes, very beautiful warm-up tape from the Thunder Snails. Obviously, they got the flexibility. They have the spirit of running. That was a very genuine, proper warm-up. That will get you lumber. That will get you ready. The participation was astounding. Each person had a very beefy proportion of the video. Those transitions. The transitions were beautiful. Very great stuff from the Thunder Snails. The Thunder Snails have earned an entertainment score of 7, a participation and energy score of a perfect 10, a flexibility score of 8 because we saw those deep side lunges, and a spirit of running score of 9, giving them the final score of 34. Very strong score, placing them second on the leaderboard. Up next, from Missouri, we have the Jaw Droppers. The Jaw Droppers, Missouri boys. Let's see.
Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys how a champion warms up. So first you're going to want to crack open a cold Sprite with the boys. And then you're going to want to warm up them legs by spiking the kid in front of you. Spike, spike, in their season, in their season. Yeah, thanks.
Champions don't warm up in conventional ways. For example, I play how many Skittles can I fit in my mouth. The record to beat is 69.
Alright, the first thing you want to do for your warm-up is go on your warm-up jog. Go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure not to get lost. And after your warm-up jog, you can pout because you don't want to move. And you won't get out from under. Eventually, you can just give up on your warm-up because you're not being cooperative. Hey, and alright, that's the perfect warm-up.
So, a good part of every warm-up is the just mild warm-up thing, right? So let's go.
1 lap. That's closest to a mile, right?
In order to train like a champion, you're first going to need your source of energy. Chocolate milk. Good stuff. And then you're going to want to take your milk jugs, 1 and 2. And then get your milk curls in. And if you continue to train this way, you too can become a champion. Just like my man Rex here, from Rex Kwon Do.
Missouri has a very foolproof plan to get you ready. And let me say, the pole vaulter, what a great voice to lead a warm-up with. There was great participation, it was funny, spirit of racing, spike the kid in front of you, end their season, immaculate. The Jaw Droppers have earned a humor and entertainment score of 9, a participation and an energy score of 9, a flexibility score of 7, and a spirit of running score of 8, giving them a final overall score of 33. Up next we have the Thunder Snails' rival out of Cove, Oregon. It's Chicken in the Corn. Chicken in the Corn have a doozy of a video for us. Alright, the description says the warm-up is everything, you're nothing without it. Let's see if this is true. Chicken in the Corn.
Going into some nice deep stretches. We're going to start out here with the groininator of the center. You guys see that one right there? Oh yeah. Now move over to the groininator of the right. Oh, yes. Feel the burn there. It is, you should be feeling this right here. Right here. Right here. And probably right here too. Yeah, that's better too. Okay, now switch to the left. Left groinator. You feel that one right in your leg. That's where you should be feeling it. Prepare yourself for this stuff that we're going to be doing after this. You know? Alright. Now sit down. We're going to move in here. Now this one here is a complicated pose. I call this one the sexy groin stretch here. Now just gently lay your arm across your knee, grab your shin, and feel that stretch. Just pull it in! Now switch to the other side of the sexy groin pretend I can. Okay, I can't do that. All right, we're gonna switch to the other voice. Reverse voice. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right, we're gonna be moving on to our next stretch here. Yeah. This one is simply called the pancake. Yes.
You mean the groin pancake?
Nope, just the pancake. And let it go. Okay, let it go. Let's get up here. I don't care that you do it. Get up here. We're gonna do some calf groin stretches. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Get some nice stretching in there. Oh my groin. Yeah, you should. Oh wait, you got some calf. That's okay. It's a calf groin stretch. Now switch. Whoa! Whoa!
Switch! Ah! Wow!
Guys, maintain your 6 feet distances here. This one's gonna be tough because we're gonna be moving. What are you saying? Be quiet! Nobody cares what you have to say. Alright, we're gonna be going exactly 15 feet down here with our biometrical. Alright. Guys, see this mark I made here? No. We're gonna run from that one. Wait, is that 15? Yes, it is! Okay. To this one. You see this mark I made here? I still don't see it. That's okay. Alright. We're gonna start by walking on the hills. Just walk on your heels all the way down to my 15-foot mark that you can see obviously right here very clearly. Alright, now turn around and do it back. Okay. See what you do. Woo! Oh wow! Oh wow!
That is not safe. Get that out of my lane.
What? Maintain your distance. We need 6 feet here. Oh my goodness. I do not
Thank you.
It's Corona. It's Corona. Nope. No. Okay. Hey, whoa, watch out. You're getting close. All right, now we need a skips for the heights. Oh, that was way faster. I got that by groin. Just follow me here. Yes. Oh, okay. Like that. Like that. Now just like this. Just like this. Alright, like that again. Now just right there. Alright guys. Take a deep breather here. I know that we've been practicing this 6 feet method, but we've already touched each other too much, and if we all have corona, we're all dead anyways. So screw this! We're gonna do some push-ups together. Together now. We're gonna feel each other. Really get to feeling each other and knowing each other here in this. No, not that much. Oh, in this push-up session. All right, now just get down. Push-up formation. Just feel it. Okay, ready? Down. Yeah,
just laughing. Alright, we'll call it good there.
You saw they focused on the most important part of running, your groin. The flexibility was astounding. The leadership, mind-blowing. Participation through the roof. Very, very effective warm-up strategies out of Cove, Oregon. Chicken in the Corn has earned a humor score of 10, a participation and energy score of 10, a flexibility score of 8, and a spirit of running score of 8. But sadly, they were 7 minutes over the time limit, so I have to dock them 2 points, giving them a final score of 34. And now they are tied in second place with the Thunder Snails. Hell on Heels and the Thought Destroyers did not submit videos to this week's meet, so they are officially knocked out. And so, finally, we have, out of both Sisters and Newport, Deadly Alliance, the 4A Silver Squad. 4A Silver Squad. Beautifully made, insane mobility. They got into the spirit of the sport with many relatable characters that we all know and we all love. Great work 4A Silver Squad. Well, Gwen, the East sure knows how to make champions. I'll be sending the scores back to you in the studio. 4A Silver Squad has earned a humor and entertainment score of 8, a participation and energy score of 9, a flexibility score of 7, and a spirit, don't wear heels on carpet, and a spirit of running score of 9, giving them the final score of 33. So let's look at our final Southern Division leaderboard. Well, it looks like the Absolute Troglodytes took the dub in this competition. And now we must add the power rankings to figure out their order going into next week's meet, because their score from this week will add to their score from next week to determine who will access the Elite Invitationals. Alright, well, the power rankings are up and it looks like it has reshuffled our order. But remember, there are plenty of ways to get points, so no matter where you are on the leaderboard, keep working hard and keep bonding with your team. Thank you so much for watching the Eastern Division's season opener, and thanks again, Glenn, sports analyst, for your immaculate judging of this week's competition. Alright, thank you, viewers, and let's get over to the West.